we booking a room?
Welcome back
To
Silent Screaming Resurrected. Can I get a hell yeah?
And you would think we're talking about a cheerleading movie, but we're not.
We're not today.
Welcome to the podcast. My name is Patrick Hill.
And my name is Jaeden Martell. And that's right.
And we're
You're in the right place at the right time, y'all, because today we got a special treat for y'all.
Yeah, we're talking. I don't know why we're doing Southern,
but I don't know. I just feel like we're covered in dirt today,
true.
so I just feel like we're like taking it back to the roots. The roots.
Well, we're not doing a country western today either, but we are talking about the Nicholas Cage film Arcadian, which came out this year, which is some post-apocalyptic vibes, hence the dirt and the beige, because in the apocalypse, everyone knows that you can't clean yourself, and the only colors available are beige.
Like, are you even in an apocalypse if you're not wearing dirt and beige?
Yeah, get with the program.
Come
get
on,
in
girl.
on trend. You're breaking all the fashion norms.
What a normie.
Yeah. We're a horror comedy podcast where we talk about horror movies, get drunk, which we already are.
Cheers.
And cheers. We're drinking our drink from the last episode still.
1 week old, baby.
1 whole week later. We just put it in the fridge. But this is perfect for this episode. Since it is post-apocalyptic, you just drank whatever you can find.
That's
you know what I'm saying?
I sure do. I sure do. But before we get into it, I got a special treat.
To our roots.
Going back to our roots. Don't look up our first episode because you'll be very disappointed. Hashtag growth.
Wait, no, I deleted them.
Okay, good.
Oh, wait, are you talking about like of the reboot?
No, of like the OG.
The OG don't exist no more. That's when we used to. So for those of you who don't know, we used to be a full ASMR podcast where we talked about horror, but we whispered the whole time.
We talk like this the entire time.
But we also got drunk, and as many scientists might tell you, it's hard to whisper when you're drunk. So we just ended up getting louder and louder, and by the end of the podcast, we were just at full volume.
Yeah, so we decided let's just keep it at full volume and incorporate a little ASMR here and there.
A little taste.
A little tingle to the brain. If you don't know what ASMR is, it is auto sensory meridian response. Oh, wow, dyslexic.
Also known as the tingles.
The brain tingles. And so every few episodes we have what's called Jaeden's ASMR Corner, where I bring out an assortment of ASMR items, and Patrick is going to guess what those items are.
Solely based on the sound.
Just the sound. He's going to have his eyes closed, and if you're listening to this, you can also play along.
Yeah.
Now, Patrick does have a leg up because all of these items are from his house.
Oh, well, I mean, I have roommates, so I have no idea.
Okay. We have 4 items for you today. We're going to start with the easier ones and then work our way up.
Okay.
Okay, let me grab the first one.
Do your best ASMR YouTuber impression. Hey, followers. Hey, sisters. No, James Charles isn't it?
Hey, sisters. Okay, this is the first item.
Okay, I'm ready.
If you're watching the video, you can see now what the item is, but otherwise feel free to play along.
You're eating whatever it is, right?
Yes.
Cereal?
No.
Honestly, couldn't tell you.
It's a bag of blue almonds, blue diamond almonds.
Honestly, those aren't mine.
I know. I figured they were probably the girl you live with. So apologies to you. I took a few almonds. They're very good. You want one?
I like an almond. Thank you. This is my dinner.
Skinny girl. Okay. The second item. Ready? Close your eyes.
I'm ready. Is it the cat treats?
Nope.
Salt. Yeah, pepper. White pepper.
Whoa, that was good. Specifically white pepper too. How'd you know?
Because I knew that we had the full kernel white peppers.
Oh my gosh. Smells so good. Smell.
I love white pepper.
Yum. Good job. Actually, double the points. Okay. The third item. Oh God. There's a hairball on it.
A broom?
It's a part of the palm tree.
How would I fucking know that?
It's just right next to you.
The fake tree that's to my right that you can't see on
Okay, I'm
camera.
gonna have some more of these almonds because they're just really good. You can tell I haven't eaten.
Are we
Really
gonna take
today.
another shot?
Yeah, a little baby one though. All right, cheers.
Wow.
Good try.
I forget that you hear it every time you hit the table.
Yuck! I took that one.
Well, did you want to take a little breaky and then talk about Arcadian?
Yeah, we'll take a little bit break.
A little bit break.
We'll take a little bit of a break, but don't go anywhere because we're gonna talk about Arcadian, Nicholas Cage, and the Goofy movie.
And the Goofy movie.
Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Hi again.
It's us.
We're here to talk about the hit. I don't know if it's a hit. It has like a 5.5 on IMDb. Arcadian, starring the Nicholas Cage,
The
who I
one
think is
and
good at
only.
horror but bad in general.
I see. We talked about this on another episode. You don't think he's a good actor. I personally think
I personally believe.
that not all U.S. American citizens have maps.
Yeah, exactly.
And like such as.
Such as and as.
I think Nicolas Cage personally is an icon.
He is an icon.
I think
A bad acting icon, but an icon.
Okay, but you're gonna stand on the Sydney Sweeney hill,
Okay, she's had some killer moments.
like
All of Euphoria.
okay. Outside of that,
Doesn't mean she's not a good actor if it's just in the one thing.
I'm willing to give her one more movie. And outside of that, I want our girl to succeed and fly, spread her wings. I'm a girl.
You only
I'm a
give her
girl.
one more chance.
No, I'm a girl's girl. I really am.
She calls herself a girl's girl.
I am a girl's girl. I am a girl's girl. I am a girl's girl. I am. That's why I'm willing to give her another chance. But like,
Have you watched her in Handmaid's Tale?
yes,
She was amazing in that.
maybe she needs more of like the drama. Like, I don't want to say drama because.
Immaculate was a drama.
Okay, yeah, but
She was
anyway,
amazing in that.
we're not. This isn't about Cindy Sweeney.
Back to Arcadian.
This is about Nicolas Cage, and Nicolas Cage, in my opinion, is an icon. Is he the best actor ever? No.
His face does not do anything when he's acting.
He has had a lot of Botox though.
Oh, that's fair.
He has a lot of Botox and filler. As someone who used to work at a med spa, I can spot it from a mile away. I love it when guys are like, "I want a natural girl like this," and then they show examples, and I'm like, "Freaking idiots!"
Like, oh my
I'm like,
sweet summer child.
And then they're like, "Why doesn't that person ever age?" I'm like, "Hello."
Yes, it costs a lot to look that effortless.
I love the comments like, "Oh, we're not ugly, we're just poor."
Yes.
Exactly. Yeah.
You're not,
Hello,
listeners. If you think you're ugly, you're not ugly. You're just poor.
join the club. Okay, but we see the beauty in you.
You're beautiful. You are the music in me.
You are the music in me.
But back on Arcadian.
Sorry, Arcadian.
So I will actually one other thing. I will say him having a ton of Botox and being in this movie do not compute because there would not be Botox in the apocalypse. Botocalypse.
The Botocalypse. I agree. I agree. Here's the thing. Here's my initial impression on Arcadian. The people were boring as hell.
Yeah, no
But-
interest in those characters.
I loved the creatures.
Me too.
Hashtag me too. Oh.
woman and got us canceled all at the same time.
I didn't realize that was already a hashtag until I said it. Oh
no.
Oh no. But also hashtag me too. Yes. That's an important movement. I'm with you.
Hashtag me too. I think yes, my initial impression when I first started the movie was like, okay, so quiet place, but it's just at nighttime and not about sound. Just creepy creatures that are somewhere out there you can't. But then as soon as they showed the creature, I was like, what the fuck?
I have a lot of questions about the creature. Because at one point it was spinning in a wheel.
With a bunch of them.
Yeah,
they were all connected together.
They were all connected together and they were like, think of a tire wheel, but instead of rubber, it was made up of these creatures. It was so freaking bizarre.
It was fucking wild.
I was like, what is happening?
Like,
oh, sorry, go ahead.
The snappy thing. And they don't even eat with they're like shapeshifters.
I loved the originality of the characters.
Me too.
Or the creatures, sorry. The people.
I didn't give a shit about them.
Go away.
I was like, all of these people can die. Also, why did we not get to see any of the people actually die? They all died off screen.
Budget?
Maybe.
One of my favorite moments, and it's such a simple scene, is when the character Frick, what's his name? He was in the movie It. That kid.
The kid. When he fakes asleep.
When he's fake asleep, and the creature he
Jaeden
gets into
Martell
the house. Yes, thank
plays
you.
Joseph.
He gets into the house and the creature is like extending its arm and the arm keeps getting longer and longer and then the fingernail keeps getting longer and longer. And I was like it was such a easy, simple moment. No sound, no frill, no nothing. Just him and this creature literally being centimeters away from each other. And I thought it was so effective. And I was like, what's going to happen? What's going to happen? That was honestly, that
was the first moment where I was like, what the fuck is going on?
That was probably my favorite part in the movie, honestly.
I also do think that one other thing I really thought that I liked about this movie was that nobody really knew what the apocalypse was.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Like there's that scene where I think it's him, or maybe it's the older brother. And
they're twins.
Oh, are they twins?
Because remember at the end, he's holding both babies?
Oh, was there two? I didn't even realize. I didn't pay attention to that part.
I think they're twins. I think they're twins.
Well, the other brother, I think, actually, when he was talking to that girl, they were playing the game of, like, guess what happened when the world ended, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, they all had different theories, but, like, no one knows what actually happened when the world ended, it seems like.
Because I think they were babies when it all happened.
Yeah.
Because, like, we got a flashback at the beginning and then at the end where Nicolas Cage, like, saves his sons. And they were just newborns. Mm-hmm. So I don't think they have memory of it. I'm sure probably like the older people do.
Yeah.
But it is interesting. And like I do appreciate their attempt at bringing something new to the table in regards to the subject of the apocalypse.
Yeah. The creature building was top notch. The snappy mouth, though I was confused because it did the snappy mouth. And then its head went up, and like something popped out of its chest that actually ate the mom. Do you see there was that like weird like? Boop, boop. It felt very like. Why can't I think of the name of the movie? The Alien movie. With Jordan Peele Alien movie.
Oh, Nope.
Nope. It felt very Nope. Like it was like a weird.
I think for me, I would like to think that it's because. Every time we really get an opportunity to get a good look at the creature, it's moving so fast and erratically. The only time we see it at a slower pace is like when it's an arm or like a limb of sorts.
The only time where you see the face slowly is when the girl is like right after her parents both get killed. She like sneaks out of her room and she like looks in the bathroom and there's one in the tub and you think it's dead at first. Yeah. And then it like turns and like, looks at her. Its head.
But even then, it's so interesting because even then, when you're looking at it straight on, your brain still doesn't understand what you're seeing.
The features were very dark, so I was truly like, huh?
I saw on IMDb, you probably saw this too, that it was inspired by Goofy.
Mm-hmm. Gorsh. And like now that I'm glad I didn't see that before the movie because I probably would have just laughed every time.
Yeah, I agree.
I did watch one other person review this movie, and I don't remember who it was. It was some influencer who said that you either like really love the creatures or really think it's the dumbest thing ever. And I totally understand that because it was like such a choice. It was such an interesting choice to like make them literally be like monkeys in a barrel spinning and then do the like chatterbox thing with the mouth.
There were moments I really, honestly, the saving grace of this movie was the creatures.
Yeah.
So for that reason, I liked them. However, I think in another world, like if it was in the quiet, like if these creatures were in a quiet place, I don't think it would have been as effective. Mm-mm. So I think the creatures carried the film, unfortunately, because I do think the actors in the film are not bad actors, contrary to some people's belief. I don't think that they're bad actors. I just think the writing for the characters, they just were like,
we just didn't get enough substance to love the characters.
No, and it was just so monotoned and like, and I get it, like it's
the apocalypse.
It's the apocalypse. Like you don't have a lot of oomph, right? Like there's not a lot of like pep in your step. But I just felt like anytime there was a scene between two characters and there was whatever dialogue was going on, I was like boring. And then as soon as the creatures came on, I was like, this is fun. This is a fun movie. Is it the best movie I've ever seen? No.
I did find myself wondering how the creatures did take over the earth because, so one, they only come out at night. That feels like
the freaks come out at night.
It feels like a major like weakness that they can't do anything during the day, and it seems like blowing them up is an option.
It's an option.
So my only theories is one, there's a fuck ton of them.
It seems that way.
Two, the shape-shifty thing makes them hard to like capture or understand or conquer. So I feel like it has to be those two things. There's a shit ton, and I also think they might be aliens. That's my guess. Is there aliens of some kind?
So that's an interesting theory, and I don't think you're far off because Arcadian. Do you know what the word Arcadian means? Webster Dictionary says...
Jordan's giving her graduation speech right now.
I'm going to mess it up. But the dictionary, it basically explains the word Arcadian.
I thought you were about to explain what the dictionary was to me.
So the dictionary,
if you don't know,
is a book that has lots of words in it.
What's a book?
And the words are defined by lots of other words. And that's the Webster Dictionary.
It's really a flaw if you think about it. Words defined by other words. It's
wow. Maybe we're more intelligent
I think we are pretty smart
than people give us credit for. But the word Arcadian, Mason looked it up, so I'm going to mess it up. This is me paraphrasing it in a very drunken, sloppily way.
You know what we have? Google.
Okay, well, let me try to explain it first, and then you can tell me how close I am. So it's basically this idea of a group of people trying to conform everyone else to, or get everyone else to conform to their ideas. Is that kind of it?
It said like trying to create like an idyllic, like rural life.
Right.
A rural paradise.
So, but that's the question is like, is it the creatures that are trying to do that, or is it the humans?
I also see another definition is a person who lives a simple, quiet life, which seems very much like what the people are trying to do. But
yeah.
I don't know. I haven't seen many examples of the creatures trying to live a simple, quiet life in this movie. They just be eating and killing.
Eating and killing, killing and eating.
Eating and killing.
I just think honestly, if I'm going to be totally 100% honest, I think the movie's forgettable.
Yeah. I don't think I'll remember it.
And a year from now, you're going to be like, did you ever see the movie Arcadian? I'm going to be like, maybe. Because I just think it's not, like, nothing stands out about it.
I also really wanted the little girl, or not, she wasn't little, she was like a teenager, to be, like, badass. And she, like, says lines that show that she's badass. She's like, really? I've, like, killed a ton of them. And I'm like, we never once got to see an example. Like, she killed one on screen, I think.
Maybe that's what it was missing. It was missing like that final scene where they break into her house. They get into her house and like I agree with you. I think that would have been a great opportunity for us to see her become a badass and then her like boyfriend / one of the other main characters come in and like kill a bunch too. And like I mean, at the end, you do see Nicolas Cage's character kind of basically sacrificing himself and blowing up a shit ton of them. But honestly, what does that solve? Because there's still like a million of them out there.
Yeah, they just have to find a new house, new structure.
I don't know. I think there's a lot of flaws to this movie. However, if you want to see a character that is unique and different, I would say check it out.
Yeah, it has some good creature design for sure.
Yeah.
But very much something that would only work in a movie like this. Though I would love to see them have made a stronger attempt to like explain the character's origins. But I kind of do like, I don't know, devil's advocate to my own self. I do kind of like sometimes when you don't know the why.
Yeah, but I do still think as an audience, we need to have some sort of connection to at least one of the characters to be relatable enough for the climax of the movie to be effective.
Yeah. I agree.
I concur. So that's all I have to say about Arcadian. I would say I give it like, honestly, I'd give it like a 5 out of 10.
Yeah, it was, again, if we're just talking about creature design, I'd give it an 8 out of 10. If we're talking about movie, I'd give it a 5. I think Jordan's estimate is quite accurate.
Thank you.
But if you like this episode more than you like this movie,
you should definitely rate, review, and subscribe.
And you can also follow us on Instagram, TikTok. That's it. And I keep talking about how I'm going to add us on YouTube, and then I don't do it. But I'm going to do that soon. So follow us on YouTube at Silent Screaming Podcast. When that exists. Hopefully it will exist by the time this episode is released. But yeah. Don't burp in podcast. Also, don't drink in podcast.
That's illegal. Thank you so much for watching us today. Tune in next time to catch a predator.
I'm John Quinones. No, that's something different.
It's Chris Hansen.
That's What Would You Do?
Oh.
Confusing my Dateline-esque TV shows.
There's a lot of them out there now.
Oh, no.
Jesus, it's that time.
Bye.